Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, we are from Group 6. Here, we would like to explain about Cooperative Learning and Contextual Teaching and Learning, or CTL. And the members of Group 6 are Zeni Nurdiana, Sekar Novaliana Jaiz, and the last is Eka Nurdia Sri Dwi Candra. So, here's the video of us.
Definition of cooperative learning. Cooperative learning is defined as small groups of learners working together as a team to solve a problem, complete a task, or accomplish a common goal. Cooperative learning is a successful teaching strategy in which small teams, each with students of different levels of ability, use a variety of learning activities to improve their understanding of a subject. Each member of a team is responsible not only for learning what is taught but also for helping teammates learn, thus creating an atmosphere of achievement. Students work through the assignment until all group members successfully understand and complete it. What are the benefits of cooperative learning or CL? There are some benefits of CL. For the first benefit is it promotes self-esteem and makes students feel better about themselves, school, and others. The second benefit is it promotes higher achievement, develops social skills including listening, taking turns, conflict resolution skills, leadership skills, and teamwork skills. And the next is it teaches students to cooperate with others and do their best. The next is it welcomes students to benefit from their classmates' knowledge and thoughts. The fifth is it protects less capable students from impossible challenges. And number 6 is facilitates problem-solving skills and creativity. Number 7 is leads to more relaxed atmosphere, greater motivation, and increased student talk. Number 8 is makes students appreciate differences and diversity. It removes damaging competition between and among students and creates competition among groups. The next benefit is build empathy, understanding and appreciating the point of view and feeling of others, being considerate of others. Number 10 is it leads to equal and increased participation. Number 11 is it creates the feeling that alone we are stuck, in interaction we are group. And the last benefit is prepare students for the independent team-based workplace of the 21st century. Components of successful cooperative learning. The first is positive independence, a sense of working together for a common goal. Each member is affected by the actions of other group's members. You cannot succeed unless they do. Their work benefits you and your work benefits them. And number 2 is individual accountability, whereby every team member feels in charge of their own and their teammates' learning and makes an active contribution to the group. Everyone's effort counts. Number 3 is face-to-face interaction, where learners explain, argue, elaborate and link current material with that they have learned previously. And the next is collaborative skills, sufficient or social skills involving an explicit teaching of appropriate leadership, communication, trust and conflict resolution skills so that the team can function effectively. The fifth is group processing. Team reflection, where the team periodically assess what they have learned, how well they are working together, and how they may do better as a learning team.
When is group work not cooperative learning? A. The needs of the relatively low-performing students are ignored. B. Some gifted students carry along others. And C. A group's product earns a great award to all students without regard to individual growth or participation. Teacher's role before the lesson: make sure the learning objectives are clear, decide on group size and membership, determine the material necessary for the group, and developing students' social skills. Work closely together on team assignment. Ask for example, not answer. Listen carefully to teammate questions and establish good teamwork. Team members are facing each other, takes or carries are close to each other. Team members have all material ready. Team members are taking turns. Comparative learning strategies. Jigsaw often use narrative materials, think, pair, share, numbered head together, round-robin brainstorming, group investigation, circle the psych.
Contextual teaching and learning is a learning system that connects brain action with creating patterns that have meaning. Contextual learning is an educational process that aims to help students see the meaning in the learning material they learn. The contextual teaching and learning help teachers link between what is taught in the classroom to real-life situations, students, and encourage students to make connections between the knowledge possessed by its application in life. This is very important because it is able to help save students from storing long-term memory, which will help them to apply this memory to their work later in their life. Contextual teaching and learning, referred to here as an instructional approach that focuses on integrating academic and occupational skill by connecting academic subject to real-world situations, is necessary because subject practice in developmental education classrooms. There are some advantages of contextual teaching and learning. The first is it can make learning more meaningful and real. Second is students will be actively involved and able to experience meaningful experiences through the real object they obtain from their own environment. And the last is it can make learning more productive and foster a strong understanding of concepts. According to Suryawati and Mira, contextual teaching and learning approach has 7 components that are very supportive of learning. Each component has very large role in developing various abilities of students. The first is Constructivism. Constructivism emphasizes knowledge constructions based on interaction of existing knowledge and new knowledge through experiences. Next is inquiry.
Inquiry allows the process of moving from observation to understanding. In addition, inquiry learning also allows students to use their critical thinking skills. The next is questioning. Contextual learning must be able to develop student curiosity by asking questions. Learning is essentially asking and answering questions. Asking is seen as a reflection of the curiosity of each individual, whereas answering questions reflect a person's ability to think. The next is learning community. Teachers can create learning communities by forming learning groups. Working with others is better than learning alone. Collaborating in the learning community allows students to enhance fun sharing ideas. The next is modeling. This is done by presenting the model as an example in learning. The modeling process is not limited to teachers, but can also take advantage of students who are considered to have the ability. Modeling is the principle that is quite important in contextual teaching and learning because through modeling, students can avoid theoretical abstract learning that can enable verbalism. The next is reflections. Reflection is a response to newly received events, activities, or knowledge. Through a process of reflections, the learning experience will be included in the cognitive structure of students, which will eventually become part of their knowledge. The next is authentic assessment. Authentic assessment assesses the knowledge and skill acquired by students. Assessment is not only teacher but can also be someone else. Assessment is not only carried out at the end of the learning period, as in the evaluation of learning outcomes, but it carried out together in an integrated or inseparable manner throughout the learning process. In formal educations, contextual teaching and learning has various meaning depending on the particular setting in which learning occurs. Beder and Medina categorize types of instruction by contrasting making meaning instruction with discrete skill instructions. Making meaning instruction is categorized by an emphasis on the learning process including critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity in addition to reading, writing, and mathematical skill. In these instructions, content is meaningful to the learner. Discrete skill instructions is the most common type of instructions. Teacher-directed and focused on factual information and learning recall. Subcategories of discrete skill instruction include decontextualize and contextualize. Decontextualize discrete skill instructions focus on building discrete skill by conveying factual information using numerical prepared material unrelated to learner's life. Contextualized discrete skill instructions include authentic reading and writing materials such as newspaper, train schedule, and medical brochure. In career and technical educations, contextual teaching and learning focus on integrating academic and occupational skill by connecting academic subjects to real-world situations. Students are often motivated to engage in the learning process when they are able to make connections between knowledge and its multiple applications to their life. Perrin identified two categories of contextualization in basic skill instructions. First is contextualist and integrated. According to Perrin, contextualist basic skill instructions involve the teaching of academic skill against a backdrop of specific subject matter to which the skill need to be appealed. Instructor primary objectives are to teach academic skill rather than content or subject matter materials. This includes integration of academic skill with job skills or occupational educations, or with context-based curriculum or secondary school. The context is relevant to a particular program of study or to a subject and is not defined by the learner. The second category of instruction identified by Perrin was integrated basic skill instructions. Integrated instruction incorporates reading, writing, or math into the teaching of contents. So, for example, by taking part in a writing session related to subject matters such as science, students are learning content and developing writing skill at the same time. However, as Perrin pointed out, integrating basic skill instructions require the teacher to provide procedural knowledge and modeling technique for students about how to perform the basic skill tasks as those tasks related to subject matter.
Okay, thank you for watching our video and see you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.